Stupid. Oh, is it working? Okay. I think it's working. I'll have to wait for somebody to join to confirm as such. Anyways, always Dizzy here. Going to start with public streak of 41 before I play any games. I'm going to start at the 1 minute mark. Hopefully the microphone is going. I do think it is, so testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, going to start in a few seconds here. And here we go. Yesterday's puzzle streak session was absolutely terrible. It took me over an hour. I was very sloppy. Okay, we take here. I need to know if my microphone's working. Hello, Mimzovich. Is my microphone working? Is my microphone working? It might not be if you're not responding. Can you hear me? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. What is this? Do I think 15 plus 10 is long enough for what? Okay. I don't even know what the solution is here. I'm going to go here. Oh my God. How did I not? I literally did not see that. Like, wow. That's not a good sign. Yeah, it is. I just woke up from a nap. It unfortunately did take me that long. I'm going to take on G7 at the end. It wasn't 3 hours, I don't think. Close, though. It was close to 3 hours. Yeah, don't make fun of me. Wait till you get old. I'm just not healthy. So I can check on B7. And then he can go to D8 or E8. Actually, wait, there might be something else. If I take and then, oh no, I had something planned, but he can go Queen E7. Yeah, but then I have this fork. So I might be able to take and then Queen E8. If Queen E7, I have Queen G6. Wait, yeah. And then if he doesn't go Queen E7, well, if he goes to E5, okay, so maybe that doesn't work. Hello, Top G. How come you switched to your phone? Oh, then I take the rook. Okay. Oh, this is heuristic there. Oh, God. I'm not on the ball. iPad. But why did you start it? Why do you start in your computer and then switch? Why? I could take the queen and then take on d5. Is that good enough? Oh, how come I can't see the most obvious things? Can I take? And then... Guess I'm doing this. I'm so slow today. Less eye strain. So Mimzovich's idea of less eye strain is to switch to an iPad. Nunapayo, your eyes are not good. You're so young. Everything's good. Okay, I better think here. So I have a check and then check. It's hard to keep a conversation and play chess, at least for me it is. It's hard for me to do any. I get so easily distracted. I can only do one thing at a time. At least when doing chess. When playing chess. So I could take and then take the knight, but then my knight on a4 falls. Oh, but I'm on his other knight, so this should work. I think I can just take and then take the knight on e5. I have a check. Then I can take another pawn. I'm up. I mean, that's got to be good. I don't think it's anything more fancy. I don't like that one. It was a stupid puzzle. Check. Mate. No, not mate. Okay, he's got rook e1. But then I can take the queen. Check? No, because I need this square. I need f8. How about check? Check. Check, and then I get a discovery. So, but I don't know if that's enough there. Do I have rook c8? You're stressed about your eyes. So how bad are they? Like, what's wrong exactly? What's wrong exactly with your eyes? Your eyesight is bad. Like, my eyesight is bad. Like, if without my glasses, I'm useless. I can't really see anything. Like, I can see the chessboard, but like I see that there's a chessboard there, but everything is insanely blurry, and I have to squint to maybe even make out what the 20 is on the screen. Okay, I better focus here. So I just went to the optometrist about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Check. Check. King c7. Then I have rook c8. No, I don't have rook c8. What am I talking about? Yeah, I do have rook c8. And then if he goes king d6, I can then go check. Okay, so that seems to work. And if he goes here, then I can go check. Wait. Bishop d7, king d8, rook f8, rook king c7, rook c, or king c7. Oh God, let me just do it. Let me just do it in my head. It's easier to do in my head. Okay, and then king b7. I don't know what I'm doing after king b7. Could almost just take the bishop here. I'm not focused today. I can't visualize. I have aphantasia. What if I brought the bishop back to like f5 or h, or like g4? Let's say I go bishop g4, check. Yeah, I might have bishop g4. Yeah, David Pruis has aphantasia too. It's rare though. I think like 1% of people have it. Okay, I'm gonna go for this line, and I'll look at it with the engine after. I think I have bishop g4 at the end. See, it ends too early. This is a little underrated, because, yeah, then you move the bishop. That's the slow move you need to see. So it ends too soon because not everybody, like lower rated people, aren't calculating that. Yeah, don't make fun of me. I'm proud of my 1734. It's hard to improve it as you get older. Okay, moving on. There's c5. But then he just goes to b4. Could maybe make a pass pawn there then. I also then have a check. c5, rook somewhere, right? Rook somewhere. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe it doesn't quite work. No, there's got to be something else. Okay. c5, rook a6, or rook b4, and then d6. Right. Let's say he goes to rook a6 because that probably makes more sense. He probably has to take a recapture, and he should be in trouble there. I feel the puzzles today are harder than usual. They're kind of slower moves. Like, they're not really tactics. These aren't really tactics. To me, these aren't tactics, but I think that's something I have to start realizing when I'm doing puzzles, is that they're not always tactics. They're just finding good moves. I think it's a misconception to think that they are always tactics. And then, okay, I'm rambling. Anyways, I have a check. He can't go rook f or queen f1 because of rook e1. but he has no other moves, so it should just be this. His checks are meaningless. And I can take on d4, but it doesn't do much of anything. Oh, but you would think, I mean, I am on his queen actually, so yeah, I just take his queen. The check here shouldn't bother me, right? Like I take the queen and then check, and then king f8, and then rook e8. No, I should be okay there. Yeah. And there should be some geometry. Here it is. We pick up the rook. Okay. Black. This is a lifeline. I'm up a pawn. Is that enough? No. Discovery? He takes with the rook or the queen, so it doesn't make any sense. No, you would think it's the lifeline, but it's only a pawn. I mean, it should be winning. Okay. I think the puzzles are harder than usual today. Okay, if I take c2, rook c4, doesn't work. So I could play c2, and that should be good because he is pinned. Okay, we have check. There should be mate in 2. And we have check. Okay, what about c5 here? c5 looks good. Just verifying. We have this protected. Do I play online classical? No, it's impossible. I used to. I tried a couple days ago. I can't get a game. And then after waiting for 45 minutes, if I do get a game, everyone has a RD, high RD. And you know how much I love that. Okay. Check. Do I know about Dojo Open? I don't do anything with the dojo. I don't do that stuff. Bishop e1. Okay, he's going b7. Yeah, but it's not fair to me. It's not fair if I do stuff like the dojo. Think about it a little bit and see if you can guess why I feel it's not fair. Okay. Can I go h4? If he pushes b7, then I can just take on c7. If he takes my pawn, then I make a run for it, and I don't think he's stopping. Yeah. Okay. There's a similar woodpecker puzzle. So I think it's just check here on g6. Just a mate in 2. 33. So I had a slow start, but my time isn't terrible. Okay, so right now, equal material. I could take the rook, and then I have a discovery, and I'm on the other rook. This should be... Oh, wait. Oh, you can go check, though. No, I've got a lifeline back. Yeah, that should be good. Is it because I'm old? Jesus Christ. It's so much shade you throw at me. Is it because you're old? Oh my god. Oh my god. The shade that is thrown at me. We know I'm old. Don't have to rub it in my face. So I'm down a piece. If I win a piece, it would only be equal material. I'll be up a pawn. Oh no! So the reason I think it's fair because I just use one account. Everyone else is going to have a new account, right? So they can prepare against me easily. How's that? That's not fair. Yeah. So even if I win a piece, I'm not really. I need more than a piece. That's true, but there's some differences. There's a few differences. That is true, and it's I know that's true. That's a problem for me. But there's a few differences. Over the board, unless you prepare against every single player in your section, and depending on what round you're paired against them, you're not going to have time to prepare, right? If it's like the second round in the day and you have like a 30-minute break from round 1 to round 2, right? And most people won't know who I am, right? Nobody's going to know who I am. But in an online tournament like the dojo, people are going to research. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, trying to do two things at once. I'm just going to minimize chat a little bit. I want to get this over with, and talking is a difficult task. Okay, so it feels like his queen is almost overloaded in some capacity. Like could I just attack the queen? See, once I minimize chat, then I can do puzzles again. Because it's just hard to do. It's just hard to do. To talk, and even when I'm talking, like if I was silent, I could be doing these quicker. I feel. I don't like that puzzle because we're just up a pawn. Not a big fan. I could threaten mate. So a few things he could do here. He could give me a check. I'd just go king h1. But then I don't even know about this. Because, oh wait. Okay, yeah, so he can give me the check, king h1. I'm on his, yeah, but then he's screwed, right? Because I'm on his queen and I'm threatening mate. He would have to sack the queen. Okay, so the only other move is g6, I think. From what I can see. So g6. And then I think I'm just going check. There is king g7. If king h8, I just go queen h6, and I don't see how he's stopping me. So he's going to have to go king g7. Then I might, do I have knight f5 there? Or, wait. No, I'm going to go queen. I might go queen f6. Queen g5, g6, queen f6. And then bishop d4, king h1. He can take. Actually, that is kind of a problem there. That's an interesting line. And then queen e5. And then he takes on h. But then I'm opening up the g file. That's a little unclear to me, but I think that's good for us. I'm going to play this. And then, yeah, here I'm just moving the king. I was going to go to h1. Is there, I mean, I don't want to let his rook come in, although you'd think we'd still be okay there. There's no reason for me not to go to king h1, but I'm just curious why these other moves wouldn't work. Probably because he can give a check and then go queen g6. So I'm going to go to h1. Okay, next one. We have check, check, king g6. I might even be... Oh, no. I don't have time for a slow move. Okay, queen f8, king h7. Because I kind of like to have a slow move here, but he's on my rook. So check, check, king g6. Huh, I don't know. This is hard. Wow, I can't figure this one out. It has to be a check. See, for me, the problem is if I go somewhere like queen f8, king h7, rook h1, king g6, and then if I make a slow move like rook h4, then he can go queen f3, check, right? And then I have to trade, take, and then he can queen. This is my problem. I do have chat minimized. Oh, I'm so stupid, I think. I missed queen e6. So we have rook h1. I don't know why I didn't see queen e6. So we have queen e6. And then, oh, it's so simple. Okay, I'm going to open up chat. Yeah, hello, Zed Benari. I didn't see queen e6. I don't know. I'm dumb. Okay, I'm going to minimize chat again, though, because I like to focus here. And then, here. Okay. That took me way too long. And again, it doesn't bode well. I think we have a Zwischenzug here. Okay. Check in the knight g5. Boom. We win the queen. Look how quickly I spotted that. Come on. Give me props for that. Give me props for that. Okay, is his... There's two things. This is the first thing that came to mind so that I can run the g-pawn. But I'm also wondering if his knight is trapped. It's not trapped, though. Okay, so let's go with my first idea. Check. If he takes, I take on f4. But this is very unclear to me. Take on f4. Let's say knight d6, king f3. And it's very... Sorry. Yeah, so h5, this is h4. This assumes he takes, and then king f4, knight d6. I have to move my bishop. I think, I don't even know if I have to move the bishop. But yeah, let's say I go bishop d7. And I don't know what he does. Maybe he goes e3. He can't, though. Okay, let's say he goes knight f7. And then I go king f3 or g3, but I'm thinking king f3. Then he has this check, though. Okay, so then maybe I go g3, king h3, then here. Yeah, it's close. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. And if he brings the king back, it's a better version. And I don't see any other plan, so I'm going to go with it. And then, yeah, this is a big choice here. And I will pause after this one, after this puzzle. I'm thinking g3. G3, it allows a check, two different checks. If I go king f3, I think I'm okay there. I forget which move I started with there. I think that was the pawn, yeah. If I start with king f3, it might be too slow. But it looks good too. But they can't both be good. Okay, so can I rule this out? I don't like that I give him a check. Because I have to go to f3, king f3. And then he has another check. And if I go king f2... Yeah, I'm not sure about that. They both seem good. I need to rule one out. I need to rule one of these out. I'm going to do Schrodinger's knight. Yeah, I wonder if he could also go king h3. I'm not sure. Oh man, I don't want to get this wrong. Yeah, g3. Does one of these checks hurt? King f3. And if he goes here, so if he goes knight g5 check. And then I can't go to g2 because then he can attack it. So then he has to go king f. I'd have to go king f2. But then there's check. Yeah, see, that could be a problem. If I lead with g3, there's this check here. I have to go king f3, and then after knight g5, I have to go here, and then there's this fork. So I think because of that, I have to start with king f3. It's wrong. God damn it. Okay, open up chat. That hurt. I got to start all over. That sucks. Okay, so what was wrong with this? 96. Oh, it's similar. Okay. And then, okay, so what I was concerned was, oh my God, king takes e5? That's hard. Yeah, see, this doesn't win. I did calculate this correctly. He can't go here because he just attacks the pawn. And here there's a fork. I didn't think about taking the pawn. I didn't think about that. That was tricky. That was very tricky. Wow, that's hard. You know what I think it is in puzzles like these? It's only been done 176 times, but I think the reason it's not a little bit high rated, it's rated 1950, so it's not like it's not terribly rated, but because there's only two moves here for black, and I think people have a 50% chance of getting it right. So I think it might be slightly lower rated than it ought to be, because people are kind of guessing, like me. Well, I made an educated guess, so. Okay, I have to start over. I was two away from my goal. I'm sorry. And this is a bad, 38 minutes in. I'm gonna, I won't minimize chat. But that sucked. I thought I was gonna get it. Too bad. So close. Nobody say a word about that. Nobody say a word. I'm not even, this is going to be lazy. Why are you making me think? Don't make me think. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hang on. Well, it's the only thing. I'm just wondering about this. Oh, he can't do anything after though. Black. Push, and then check. Check. There's got to be something. There's got to be something here. Check. 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 What? Wait. Oh my God. It's boy. We knew it was going to be one of those days. I just can't focus today. I don't even know. Oh, I can take the night. I can take the night. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm going to minimize chat. Watch how much better I do. Even though you guys weren't talking, watch how much better I do when chat is minimized. It's just knowing people are watching me kind of like, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I won't do better with chat minimized. We shall see. I always need to find some excuse. Anastasia's mate. But I do think I do better with chat minimized. This will be an experiment. Okay, you can go here. I mean, I'm coming in. He's going to be too slow. White. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, I can pick up his bishop. That alone is good enough. Just making sure. I can just take the queen. Oh no, I'll be up the exchange. That should be good enough. And I'm up 2 pawns as well. This wins the rook. Man, I want to be done with the puzzles, you know? I'm tired of them. Okay, why can I not take his bishop? I see no reason. Check. Check. I mean, that looks good. Oh, he's about to queen. Okay, so check. If he goes king d2, knight c6. Oh, this is scary though. He can't go here because I'm going to queen with check. Same thing with c1. So he would have to go to e1. And then if I go king e3, he doesn't have any checks. So he could queen, but then it's mate. So that should work. Okay, yeah, so he does go up, but then I'm assuming we're okay after queen a1. Okay, we have to calculate this one out. So take, and I'll be on a key square. He comes in, but I'm on a key square. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. Black, mate in 1. No, it's not mate in 1, but we're going to win the exchange. This wins the exchange. And I have a mate in 2. have check. Mate in 3 or 4. Oh, wait. He's got this. Queen c3. I can take the rook. Okay, we have check, mate in 2. Okay, we are black, fork. We are white. I'm so sick of doing the puzzles. I just want to play a game. Let me play a game. Oh, this is check. Oh, I didn't see it was check, and I'm just taking. Okay. I can just trade everything here. Take. Push. I think we're just going d3, because then I'm just pushing again. Okay, 25 through the fork here. So I think I sacked the queen. And at the end of this trade, what's the material? I think I'm up a rook. So we have check. And then I'm taking on g2. And then what does he have? He's got one check. Yeah, he only has one more check. Oh, he could go h3 as well. So it's kind of dangerous. So we go check. And it takes. He could go h3. The thing is, I don't know what else. I mean, I have to take the rook, but so there's no need to calculate the whole thing because you have to. Yeah, and then here, it just needs to. I mean, the worst we're going to get draw, but you have to take the rook. And then yeah, he does go h3, and I think we're taking because he has checks, but I should be able to run eventually, and I don't. There's not going to be forks, and I don't want to come in here because then there's queen f3. And then mate. So we take. I don't like that puzzle because you had to find it. Okay, this is a breakthrough. And we are black. See, I do a lot better with chat minimized. I'll open it up for a quick peek. Okay, minimizing chat. I do better with it minimized. Okay, c2 looks good. There's knight d3. Could I then go rook c3? I think I can do that. c3, knight d3, rook c3. I'm playing it. Okay, we are white. Trying to get. Okay, there's a fork here. Actually, I should have made sure my knight stays alive there. But this should win the queen. Or I could trade the queen for a rook if I have to. Hang on. Yeah, what if he goes here? Yeah, then I'm taking. Yeah, so we're going to do it this way. And okay, let's put it on here. Then there's a fork. So knight d2. Rook takes b4. And if I take on c3, yeah, that should work. And if he takes this way, if he goes, what about this? Yeah, he might have queen b4. Queen b4, I can take here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm taking on b1. Okay. I do so much better, or at least I do better with chat minimized. Okay, is his... Okay, I was going to say, is his queen trapped? I don't think so. Oh, there's a fork on b4. So that's looking... Oh, I'm down a piece, though, but this would give me... Oh, I don't know about that. He's got queen a... Queen a4. That would equalize material. I'd actually be down a pawn. Oh, I've got bishop d7. Okay. That should be good. Bishop d7. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Stupid. Stupid puzzle. Because you have to see bishop d7 there. So it's underrated because of that. So I can just take the rook and take the knight. I would be up the exchange. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? Okay, I didn't see this. I should have seen this. But I just take. Okay. I think I take and then take. Maybe not. Can I take here? Take on e4. Ah, it's complicated. Oh no, it's d5. It might be d5, d4. d5. Right, and then I have d4. And if he takes, we're still on this. We recapture. This is always a problem for him, I think. So bishop takes. Yeah, it should be here. And yeah, just take first and then, okay. Chat is still minimized. Check. He's on my queen still, though. So he has to go here because of discoveries. Oh, and then if I take... There's nothing there yet. So knight g5, king h8. Maybe I can take on, then I can take on f4. Yeah. Okay, take on f4 here. No, but then he just takes my knight. But that does look good still. Because then I go queen g5. Yeah, this one's a tricky one, but I think we're taking the rook and then queen g5. That looks very good. Okay. So if I take... Oh, wait, I have a check here, but yeah, let's look. I want to start with this. Queen takes, check. No, that can't be good, right? Okay, so let's look at knight f3. I'm going to win the queen. Yeah, I don't think he's going to g2 because then it's just mate. So he's got to go to f2. And I could give a check, but then he's got bishop g2. So I might want to do a discovery there. Check. I'll be up the exchange. Yeah, I don't think you go here because of bishop g2. Although then again, I would still have a discovery. So that would be interesting. But he can also just run. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is what I was originally thinking, but rook g2, I still have a discovery. But there might be a problem. Then he has king g1. Then he has king g1. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to knight d4. And then I just pick up the queen. I'm up the exchange. What's not to like? He is on a5. He is on a5, but yeah, it takes. I can defend a5. It'll be work. But if I go rook h2, I think he just goes bishop g2. And then after check, you can just go king g1. Okay, 36. Chat still minimized. So we have a check. If he takes, then check, and then it's an epaulette mate. That would be an epaulette mate, so he can't take. And so if he goes king f2, well, good luck with that. I don't see how that's going to work. So this is going to end up with an epaulette mate. Boom, and then boom, and then boom. That's an epaulette mate. I'm going to open up chat for a quick sneak peek. Okay, chat minimized again. I think I'm doing well. Chat minimized works for me. Okay, we have a check here. You can take with the bishop. Then I have a check here, king g2. So I don't think that works. So we do it with this rook. There you go. Simple. So king g7. Keep saying the coordinates wrong. King g7, and then I take, and then I'm up the exchange. Yeah. Well, okay, it gives me the queen. I'll take that. 38. I'm telling you, it's harder with chat, interacting with chat, because you see the chat on the other screen. You're talking. You're thinking about other things. You're not thinking about the position very much. And it's much harder. And that's why playing games can be hard while streaming. Okay, just making excuses. But it's true. If you guys stream, you'll know what I mean. Okay. So I'm down a piece. I'm not really threatening anything around his king. You know, like, what am I going to do? I don't think there's anything we can do around the king. It's hard not to look at it though. Oh, there's bishop e4 potentially. Yeah, so potentially. So let's just look at this idea. Queen g4 takes check. Right. Then he has to block. So that could come in handy later. Okay, so let's look at bishop d4. Okay, if he takes on f5, I can take on b2, and I have the better position. It's still, yeah, and I'm going to win material there because I'm on both his queen and rook. So he can't do that. If he recaptures with the bishop, I don't have c5 quite yet. There's so many things to think about here. Yeah, that's strange because I don't. I mean, if I move my bishop, then he can just move his queen. The light squared bishop is my light squared bishop. It's a big mystery. Not to mention, if I went bishop d4, he could just go ed. So I'm really missing a big part of the equation. I know I can take on e3. I just figured it's not enough because I'm already down a piece. You know, he takes another piece. And yeah, so what? I take here, big deal. Right? Recaptures, he moves to queen. I mean, I would be up. No, I'd be down a bishop for a couple pawns there. I'd have a nice position, but yeah, I don't think that's it. This one is gonna. This is a tough one. Damn, I hate doing. Like, I just want to play games. I'm so sick of doing puzzles. I've been doing so many puzzles lately. I'm not gonna increase past 41 for a very long time. I don't know. This is tricky. I might not be able to play any games tonight. I could almost go to G1. Take here, takes here. This almost works. It doesn't work, but it almost works. Queen E3. G takes F5. Yeah, then I take... I'm down a piece at that point. And then if takes, queen somewhere, I still can't go check. Yeah, takes. And he doesn't have to recapture. Like, he could just do nothing. No. But he could, like, if he ignored it. No, that could be a problem. Yeah, he probably has to recapture. And then takes queen E1. Then maybe I have rook. I might have rook D2 there. It's a lot of pressure for him. And that's assuming he takes on F5, though. If he did something else, like queen E1, it would be a similar situation. I could take again. It'd be very similar. Takes. And then I have... Yeah, then I think I followed with rook D2. I'm going to play this. I'm going to look at it with the engine after. Okay, goes queen B3. I'll look at the other line after, but this is very hard. Okay, so... Oh, this is so tricky. I just want to look at this. So if he takes on F5 and then I go check, take, and then that's mate because it's a double check. So he can't afford to take on F5 because after queen G1, rook G1, this is mate. Therefore, he probably needs to trade queens. And then after I recapture, I'm up pawns. And if he takes here, then I have rook D2. So I think, yeah, I think I'm taking here. Yeah. And then here. Oh, it's still going. Well, I'm just going to go here now. That was freaking hard. Opening up chat. Come on. That was ridiculous. Hello, Vivek. Hello, Bruce McLean. That was very hard. So this is a whole other line. So, I mean, I was looking at... I think the line I calculated is actually trickier, which was... And I think I might have miscalculated it. Is this what I was looking at? I didn't look at... No, I was looking at bishop takes. And then, yeah, I was looking at this and then queen E1. And then I was looking at rook D2, but that's only equal. So the correct response is you take with the rook D4. And then if he recaptures, we have a similar issue. It's a double check. It's a double check. So it's similar to the other line I just calculated. You go here, and then the bishop supports it. So it's a double check, and it's mate. So this is underrated a little bit. I always say that, blah, blah, blah. That's my signature line, say it's underrated. But this was a hard puzzle. There's so much going on here. This was really hard. Okay, I'm going to minimize chat. Do the next one. I feel a little bit bad about that. Like, do I deserve to get it right when I didn't see all the lines? I don't know. Gray area, but I'm going to accept it. Okay. So... what's wrong with this plan? Rook B7. Let's just say he creates Luft, right? And I go to B1. I don't know. That seems like a good thing to me. So I don't think H4 is good. What else can he do? if he takes, I'm just going to mate him in the back rank. Right? I'm taking and then check. Well, I'm going to win. I'm going to be up a piece. So I think it's as straightforward as this. Have to trust yourself. Okay, last one. We are white. This is interesting. But the problem is he can just trade and then go after my pawn. It's a big problem. I could maybe give up this pawn and then try to get a fork on his rook. So how come someone messaged me? Okay. I'm trying to find a way to zigzag into this rook to take here with check. So there's a check here. Let's do Schrodinger's queen. Yeah, I don't know if this is the... But what else would it be, you know? Yeah, so king... This is the last one, man. So king e8. I want to get into a situation... But he's always going to be on that. So that would never... That's my whole idea is flawed because he's protecting h4. So my whole plan is flawed there. That's good. At least I don't have to calculate that out. I could still get to f2 though. I could still fork in f2. It's my only other reasonable forking square. I mean, possibly on c3 as well. Oh, I'm so dumb. Maybe my original plan was right. Oh, I'm so stupid. My original instinct was right. I think it's just queen f3. If he takes, I just go check. Oh, I'm so dumb. It's so simple. Queen f3. It's just queen f3. I don't know why I'm so dumb. Okay, so if he takes, no problem. It's just queen f3. So the only thing we have to calculate is king e7. But then there's a deflection. So it's just queen f3. It's very simple. And I'm going to get one wrong on purpose now. Excuse me, and open up chat. Okay. It's silly. That was the very first move I looked at, queen f3, but okay. So that only took me an hour and 13 minutes. I'm getting worse with the puzzles. But to be fair, there were some really tricky ones today. That was a hard batch. So hello to anyone that's new in the stream. Abanoob says, the puzzles are very easy. I'm overthinking. Did I buy the bird course? I did. I'm working my way through it. Some guy's spamming me. Dr. Nikerstein. Can I try? Okay, block. Why do people do that? Okay. Time for a game now that I'm burned out. $22.06 from the USA. Chat is open. So the bird, we're going to see, now I forget if I go bishop e2 or if I go rook g1 first. I think it's rook g1 right away. It would make sense. You know what? This might have been premature because there's knight e4. Knight c3 might have been the move. Well, actually, no. This might have been okay, but I think now knight c3, because once I play g5, he gets into e4, and I think this is a problem. Knight d3, and then it goes to f5. I learned this in the course. So I'm very happy. And you don't want to go d3, I think. No, that's only here. You don't want to go d3 for the same reason. Although I don't know why knight c3. That's only when kicking out. I don't know why this helps. I forget. Okay, anyways. So I'm just wondering if I want to stop the knight going there first or if I want to push. Yeah, because he comes in here. I think I want to go knight c3. I think that's right. Now, I don't think I've looked at these lines, but generally I think you're happy to take. Our bishop opens up, and I'm not so worried about f5. I'm not 100% sure if we're taking, if taking. I never looked at this line yet. Okay, so we have knight e5, which that's got to be good, right? I mean, I think we have a nice position. Okay, there is bishop h4, but I think we just do a delayed bond cloud. Or else I did mess up, and I should never have allowed this. But yeah, it's should be okay. Now, I also wonder. I forget if the bishop should have been out. Oh wait, when did he play knight c6? I screwed up here a little bit. I should have went bishop b4, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Anyways. I'm still new to the bird. But yeah, once you play knight c6, I think should have went bishop b5. And then I could play g4. But it's weird. In the bird, you just get the craziest positions. The king often goes to d1. Sometimes it goes to e2. And this is, I think this is good for white. Is it comfortable? Not really, but it ain't really comfortable. Okay, he just dropped a piece here. I don't think there's any. Oh, did he calculate tricks here? Bishop a6. I should be okay after c4 and d3. I don't think there's a problem. Okay, so which one do I want? Probably c4. But d3 lets my king go to d2. So d3. And if he takes, I take back. I can no longer play c4. So d3 should be okay. C4 should be okay as well. Oh no, wait, c4, there's queen d. Oh my god, that's mate. Okay, so d3. Blitz game I still would have thought there, but bullet game I'm playing c4 there. Okay, almost got mated. That's kind of annoying because if I had calculated c4 first, I could have refuted it because it only takes a couple seconds to calculate c4 being an issue. But I started with d3 and I found no issue. That's, you know, unlucky. That's where luck comes into play. Yeah, so knight e5, right? Shouldn't really overthink it. Oh, okay. I might end up getting it. No, I should be okay. Okay. So, c4 now maybe. Oh no, then he's taking here. Well, it's tricky. What's the easiest way to relieve my issues? So c4, f6. I have knight g6 there. Okay, c4, bishop f6. And then queen c2. No, that's still tricky. c4, bishop f6. Maybe I should move. Oh, I can't move my king. Oh, this is awkward. c4. Yeah, bishop f6. But then I can move the king. I think I can go c4. Okay. Yeah, so bishop f6. Do I want d4? Makes it harder for me to... Oh. Yeah, I was going to take. But then he can get onto my light squares. No, that's not really a problem. I should be able to take... I've got bishop g2 next. Oh, so he's going to go bishop b7. So bishop b7. That's just going to compound my problems. Oh, maybe not. No, that would help me. Then I go bishop g2 again. No, but do I want that? He can probably just pile up on the d file. That's not helping my cause. Actually, it's not so bad. I could go knight b2 then. So I could go bishop e5. Or I could just challenge him, bishop g2. But that's still awkward because then he just takes and then he comes back here again. Yeah, I think I'm going to go here. So bishop e7, that could cause me some trouble. Bishop e7, bishop g2. No, I think I'm playing very well. And I've got maybe g5 possibilities later. The bird holds up against 22s. Whether I win or lose, the bird has done its job. Yeah, so I'm just going bishop g2 here. Okay, bishop g2. Pre-move the recapture. If it's my move here, I'll take on b7. Actually, I'm not 100% sure I want to take on b7, but probably. Okay. f6, I'll just go anywhere. Maybe here. And then knight b2. No, knight b2 is... I should probably move the queen. Queen c2. Oh, he can still be annoying here. That's an... Okay, maybe I have to go... Oh, here, there we go. That's the sweet spot. But how am I doing that? If he moves the queen off the d file, then we're putting on f3. I still have this h1 a8 diagonal is still weak. Yeah, so if he goes off the d file, queen f1. He could sack to exchange. I think I'm fine there though. So I just need a little bit more maneuvering and then I'm fine. So you might open up the center, maybe e5. I don't know about e5. I'll just take probably. I might be able to just, okay, yeah. So he does get off here. And so let's play that. Oh, this is a little annoying, but I can go rook a d1. Then he starts doubling up. Then I can go queen f3. I'm happy I had this plan on my light squares worked out. And I'm equal on the clock now. But like, even if I lose the game, as I say, the bird did its job. We had a good position out of the opening. We need to get an award for Abanoob, some like master of the obvious. Okay. I mean, that shouldn't work. I mean, there should be nothing there. Okay, do I want to go to e2? But Abanoob, yeah, master of the obvious, captain obvious. Okay, if I go to e2, I don't see it. I want to be closer to my queen, but king c2 should be good as well. Oh, there's check. That's what he wants. Okay, that's actually interesting. I don't want to walk into the check. So I'll go here, but he can still come in. Yeah. So I just have to cover c2. So I might just go rook c1. Keep it simple. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Well, I have to go here. But then he's got nothing else. He has nothing else. No more checks. Okay, no more checks. But scary. This is scary, though. Because, like, his pawns. But I'm going queen f3 next move. Or am I? Just going to minimize chat. Need to focus here. Yeah, what if he pushes pawns? Because then he gets this again. That's mate. Yeah, this is... That would be embarrassing. So I can't go queen f3. This rook is now useless. Yeah, he's bringing up the pawns. Okay. I could push. Because what did he actually threat? Oh, this is a threat too. Or is it? Why couldn't I do this? Oh yeah, not if it goes here, then I have here. Okay, so what about rook d1? Then just check again. Oh my god, how did he turn this around? Now he's going to win? How did that happen? I could sack the exchange. It doesn't even really help. He just repositions. Okay, how about this? And then he comes in here. And I'm going here. I like this. I like this move because otherwise it requires some babysitting, right? Because of queen c2. So now I can go rook d1. Maybe. There's still check. Oh, now he can go here now. It's supported. He's playing very well after dropping that piece. Okay, so how do I do things here? Maybe I should have just taken the pawn. There was no reason for me not to take the pawn. Oh, he had to draw here. At least. Well, I have no other legal move, so. Does he have more than a draw? I don't think so. I don't know how he got a draw out of that. Being down a full piece. That's crazy. Yeah, he's looking for something better. I'm going to open up chat because he's going to take the draw. 1902 USCF. So the bird holds up against a 1900 USCF. And I don't even know it. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. I got a point. I'll take my point. Okay, so, oh, what happened to my webcam? Oh, I didn't save the settings. Oh, God. Let me do that now. Whoop. And whoop. Oh, God. Come on. There we go. So let's just look at that again. So drew a 1900. I should have won. I don't know what happened. I made some inaccuracy. So yeah, here I'm trying to remember. No, rook g1 first has to be right. And then, but once he went here, I'm curious. Maybe I should have played bishop e5. I probably should have, because g4. I mean, if I go here, I mean, he could play h5 though. That's the only thing. You know, so I'm not sure. Maybe g4 is still good. I don't know. h5. I might have h3 and then g4. I don't know. Anyways, I went g4. Then I went knight c3 because I wanted to play. I wanted to play g5, but I remember the course saying something like you don't want to allow the knight to get an f5. So, I mean, maybe I probably could have played d3 here. It's similar to knight c3, but knight c3 allows us to go to a4, and it controls more of the center. And then here, yeah, I've never looked at this position before, and it lets him get to h4, so it's possible I shouldn't do this, but I think we're okay with king e2, delayed bond cloud, because yes, we look ridiculous, but if you flip the board, black has kingside issues, right? It's yeah, so I don't know. I think white might be better here. And then he dropped a piece. And I almost got mated here. I almost played c4. That would have really sucked. Yeah. I think c4 was fine. I think I played well. And then, yeah, then what went wrong? Yeah, and then here I had two choices. I didn't want to go to c2 because I didn't like queen e4. I just didn't like the check. So I went to e2. And then I still had problems here. Play versus Sicilian. I don't know, Adams. King B2. Adams is H3 against a Najdorf. Are you talking about before that? So I'm too lazy to calculate this out now because I'll look at it with the engine. But maybe I should have just stacked the exchange. But even if I do that, how am I? Wait a second. Oh yeah, so the reason I didn't play Rook D1 is because I didn't like Queen C2, but that's not really a problem. I could just go Bishop D2. So yeah, I was a little low on the clock, but I think I just had Bishop D2 here. Rook D1, Queen C2. I might be able to go Rook D2 and then let him take and then trade here. I'll be up to exchange. That should be good. That should be winning. Because I'm up a full rook right now. I could afford to give away the bishop to trade off a rook. Yeah. Yeah, I had light square issues. My queen was the only helper. I'm okay with the draw though against the 1900 USDF, and being that I've been playing the bird for like 2 weeks. I played, yeah. So let's look at that with the engine. And through the power of television, let's open up CPT. Boom. And let's load this up. So what was it? You did this. Did he play C5 here? Or? I can't even remember. No, he played E6 and then he played C5. Okay. I actually don't have this in here, so I'm going to run that. Let me reduce the number of lines. Actually, I might want 6 lines on it. And I'll cross-check that with the course in my own time. Yeah, there's Bishop B5. Oh, so okay. Actually, I want to run more lines. I'll run 7 lines. Wait a second. This can't be right. Rook G1's not even in the top 8. I'll have to research that. I'm running 9 lines now. Okay, I might as well run 10. That's going to take a few hours. But we got a good position nonetheless. Yeah, Rook G1's not even in the top 10. But it's funny, the 10th top move here, it's only like a 25 centipon delta between the top move. They're very close in. So if we run that longer, Rook G1 might appear on there. So this is the graph of the bird, which you can't see. I'm going to be right back. I need to open up my dishwasher. Yeah, I like how I'm just reading the chat. Mimsovich said he's reading, but he's still here. Got some snacks. Quick. What is it? You should be able to guess from the quick frames there. Okay, sorry. Looking at that with the engine. Yeah, so Rook G1, it's not in the top. I almost want to run that with more lines. I don't know. It is blueberries. They are very old blueberries. They're starting to shrink. Ugh, some of them are rotten. Some of them are rotten. Well, yeah, they're not in great shape. Okay. By the way, for anyone that's curious, like berries are very low calorie, and one blueberry is 1 calorie. So, yeah, berries have very low calorie. Like I think a strawberry is like 10 calories. Like one strawberry is 10 calories. Crazy. Okay. Anyways, Rook G1. Yeah. I wonder why. The computer doesn't like it here. Because I think we play it in some other lines. And C5 shouldn't really have anything to do with it. You know, like, well, this is essentially what we got anyway. So I'll have to look into that on my own. Actually, no, I'm too curious. I'm gonna cross-reference this right now in the course. So give me a second here. So I'm doing that on Chessable in my other window right now. Just be a second. Okay, so what does Raven recommend? Yeah, bishop e2, bishop e7. Oh, he wants bishop b5. He recommends. Does he put any notes on it? No, he doesn't. But that's what, yeah. So bishop b5 is the move, and that's what the computer recommends. He pretty much always chooses the top engine move, so I'm not surprised. Wait, did he play bishop b2 first? Let me check. Yeah, bishop b2. So in this position, he has bishop b5, but he doesn't say why, so I'll have to figure out my own reasons. Yeah, and then so bishop e7. We'll just train that off. What does he have here? Oh, right. So here I think we traded off. I forget why. I think he has it in another thing. But if knight bd7, then bishop d3, and the knight is not on c6, so it's better on c6 when black can play it because he has more control over the center, and then we can attack on the king side here. Right now, g4 hits with more gusto. But I'm going to look this one up too. Give me a second. I think he has this in a different variation. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Yeah, bishop d7. So what does he say? Yeah, so he says this might seem, so if I capture, to simplify, but we are left with good pieces and a seriously asymmetrical structure. White should have full chances in the upcoming struggle. And then a lot of people blunder here. They take with the queen, and then he's got a bunch of notes on that. But this is the thing. Like, the bird is actually a really dangerous weapon because for black, it's not easy to play against, and the structures are so bizarre. But it's at least in Raven's courses, it's really hard to remember because almost all of his suggested moves are the top engine moves, and they're not easy. They're not at all easy. They're not intuitive. Most of them are not intuitive at all. So it's, yeah. What, taking with the queen is best? Well, yeah, so he says here, oh wait, sorry, you're right. Yeah, that's a good move. Okay, I'll say the note. So he says this is played 19% of the time. The queen capture is more natural for black setup, and the knight will heavily benefit from being able to be deployed to c6 in one move. Instead, in the lines of knight b takes d7, Stockfish frequently indicates black should burn a tempo to achieve this with knight d7, b8, c6. Because of this c6 knight, we will not be advancing c4 like in the lines of knight b takes d7. Objectively, white has no more than equality in the lines that follow, but that doesn't mean we can't seek double-edged positions that will offer good practical chances. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I'll look at that more on my own, but yeah, I guess this allows the H1. But I'm still curious of why in the other lines we can play rook g1, because nothing else had changed. And I'm like, do we just do it when he castles, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember. That's not good that I can't remember. Sorry, wasn't on the stream. What were you pasting PNG? Pasting PNG? No, I was looking this up in a Chessable course, this position. I was pasting the fen. Okay, so anyways, I'm nitpicking here. Sorry, I'm learning the opening. And yeah, then here I thought, so yeah, both g4 and bishop b5 are fine. Okay. Yeah, sometimes you can sack the g4 pawn. So if he castles right away, yeah, you can sack it. This is +3 almost. Wait, what did I just do? Sorry. You meant g4 right away? Oh, here. I think you can do that. Yeah, here it's not good. In some lines, you can also sack the pawn and not recapture, like if it's defended somehow. I remember seeing that. Anyway, sorry. Okay, so yeah, so I was really not sure about taking here. So taking was not great because of what happened. But I didn't mind this position, and it's only minus 0.8. And he blundered here. So had he not blundered, best is for him to take. I mean, this is not terrible. It's minus 0.5. And it's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's fairly equal. 4 bishops on board. So that's one nice thing about the bird. Like you can often get really uncomfortable looking positions, but you're usually okay. So, but I shouldn't have taken. I think that's okay. And then, but if d3, it's a bigger problem when you play g5. d3, it doesn't like it because bishop f6 maybe? No, d4. Yeah, so it wants to create some weakness in black structure here with bishop b5, or else it wants to castle queenside. But most importantly, it doesn't want to take. But it's not terrible. It's not losing. Yeah, and then he just blundered a piece. He blundered a piece. Yeah, 95 was best. Computer suggesting bishop g2. Yeah, it makes sense because right now d3 is supported by my c pawn. C4 is so natural here though, but it doesn't really resolve any issues on d3. But we're still winning. Bishop e5 was tied with the best move. Yeah, bishop. This was all good. I made one error, one blunder. By the way, this was. Oh wait, yeah. So here, and it was fine. Yeah, king e2. King e2 was fine. King c2 is slightly better, but king e2 is completely winning. They're equal. So this was fine. My blunder was in a couple moves from now. Yeah, so I should have just sacked exchange. I did consider it. This was my blunder. Bishop e5. Yeah, because it's just a perpet. So I had 3 moves here. So I was right. Rook d1 is winning because we can just go bishop d2. Oh, wait. It's not because of bishop d2. Oh, you got a perpet here. Okay, I see. So rook d2. Oh, yeah, I looked at this too. Rook d2. Rook d2 is winning. And king f3, this just repeats the position so we can play rook d2 again. Yeah. So that's where I slipped up. Once I get low on the clock, I panic. So I think that's a success with the bird though, because it's hard to say because my opponent did blunder and our position was not better, but black is probably uncomfortable here, and that's a win for them to be uncomfortable. Okay, I'm going to play another one. Rinvok. Oh. I think against this, I just do a really classical setup. And D6. I think when they fianchetto, you don't want to combat it. Now, it's been a while since I've seen these lines. I think it's 94 and then D5. I think it's 94 takes and then D5 takes. Queen B3, I think we're okay. Let's see. I might be misremembering this. Oh. I don't think that's good for white. Taking with a queen is better, I think. I think they're actually the same. Okay, so we have the Nimzo pawns. Now, what's interesting is that doing the bird course, Raven might like to consider C5 here, right? But it's not how I used to play the Dutch. So I think knight C6 is a secret move. I think that's the secret move. And then if D5, I'm just going to yeah. This is the key move. This is really important. I actually have a tournament game where I basically played this. It's almost the exact same position. And yeah, okay. E4. I think F4 is good. I will say though, against a fianchetto, it's hard to go B6. Okay, but yeah, F4. In the London, I think you can sack the rook, but not here. In the London, yeah, so I'm mixing those, conflating those ideas. I don't think I want to take, because it opens up his diagonal. What about knight A5? Knight A5, queen D3, then I can take. Queen A4. I have B6, but then that could cause me some issues. Could maybe consider G5. I'm not sure, but it feels like it's not great. What about E5? E5 is the move, 100%. 1,000,000% E5 is the move. Okay, I haven't played the mainline Dutch in a while, so I'm trying to remember. I love this position. Love it. I think it's like equal, but I love this. It's equal, but I feel so confident in this position. Even though it took me a while to remember E5. Because there's little ideas like that once you remember them, you're super confident. So a hard move to remember in those types of positions is knight C6. It facilitates E5. So I don't know why it took me so long to consider E5. The whole point of knight C6 is to play E5. Or at least that's one of the main points of it. That is the main point. Yeah, and then we just go into A5 here. And then we have B6. We don't have to worry about this bishop anymore. And then we have these Nimzo pawns with the bishop A6 ideas. And again, I had a tournament game just like this. And yeah, I'm very comfortable in these positions. This is like the dream Dutch to me. You couldn't ask for really much of a better Dutch. It's like, and I still think it's equal. I think it's equal. Well, maybe not equal. Black might even be a hair bit better here, but yeah. So I have B6. Now we go F4. And then there's bishop G5 ideas. Okay, so do I want to go? I think every move is good. But yeah, do I want to go after this pawn with b6? There might be f4. I don't love f4, so I might go f5. I'm unsure about this, though. f5 takes. Take with the rook. Knight b3. Oh, okay, knight b3. Rook g3, king h1. Then I can take on c3. Yeah, I'm a little unsure about this. I'm going to play it, though, I think. If he takes... I may not even... Yeah, well, okay. And if I take with the pawn, though... See, I don't know about that. Okay, I'm pushing, though. Yeah, it was either that or b6. Or even queen e8. I just didn't... I didn't really want to deal with f4. f4 could give me a headache. Like, we might be okay, but I find that really hard to calculate and assess. Okay. Oh, but what a dream Dutch. This is what you strive for. Which is funny because white hasn't really done anything wrong. And then I think I might just go g5 even. Okay, so well, we have to look at taking. I assume he recaptures. Let's say I take. Let's say knight takes. Well, I'm winning a pawn already, which doesn't mean everything. So he might take with the bishop then. Then I can go queen e1. Okay. Or I could go queen e1 to start. I might go queen e1 here. Queen e1, knight f3. Again, I'm taking a pawn. Okay, let's go queen e1 here. Queen enters the fray. I might end up in big time trouble here because the opening is too interesting to me. Can't help it. I still have this b6 option too. I guess there's queen d3. But he's still... Then there's queen a5. It's another Nimzo idea. Queen a5. So he might have to go like rook e1 or rook d1. Bishop a3 and then bishop f1. And he would be okay there. But I've got so many plans. That's what I love about this position. Okay, how do we recapture? I think I want to take with the pawn because here I've got bishop h3. Takes f3. Yeah, I don't like that. Wait, does he have knight b3? He has knight b3. Oh, I could technically take. But that would be an equal trade, I think, because my knight's not coming out. Yeah, that would be an equal trade, which is not bad. I could do that. I could do that. Could also take with the pawn. Yeah, but f3 kind of kills his bishop. I don't know. That's a tough one. Knight f3. No, I'm taking on c4. Okay, rook e1. And g5. Yeah, I don't know. I could do it either way. I don't know here. Okay. I don't know. I have to move. I wasted so much time. I think I had rook f4, knight b3, knight b3. But there was just other moves that I wasn't sure about as well. Like knight f3 and then okay, rook lift. Okay, I gotta really pick up the pace. Rook lift, king h2. That should be fine. I mean, that's got to be fine somehow. g5, g4. I mean, yeah, if he goes king h2, I think I want to move the rook. My queen needs to enter. Okay, here. Oh, it drops it. I mean, maybe I have to go g5. I'm gonna minimize chat to see it scrolling. I can't go g5 right now. And this is a bit of a issue. Maybe I can go after this pawn now, because he's not really threatening anything. He's not threatening anything. Maybe this. Okay, whatever. I got to make a move. Yeah, rook e1 might be. This might be somewhat of an issue. I've got bishop f5 maybe. Yeah, bishop f5. Here. Do I want the bishop there? I'm burning all my time. Oh, I burned so much time. I knew it would happen because the opening was too interesting. I couldn't help it. I don't mind losing. I'm just happy to play the opening. Okay, so knight g4. Okay, let's attack this now. I don't know. I had so many options, you know. Too many options. Rookie 1, just move the queen. And I want to take with the bishop, otherwise I can get pinned. Plus I'm hitting e5, d5. This guy's 2200 bullet, so that's not good for me. Okay. Oh, there's mate. Just if I had 2-second increment, I'd be fine here. It's just a time issue. This happens when the opening is too interesting. I like to savor the position. I'm threatening f3 here. Of course, he sees it. Okay. Oh. Gotta watch out for bishop d5. Guess he can't. He can do this. He can try that. I should have just taken. Oh, I'm dumb. It's the time pressure. It's the time pressure. And back rank. I just ran out of time. Yeah, I'm not going to look at it because I was winning. It was just the time. Oh, I was so winning. Yeah, I just savored the position. I don't play practically earlier because I enjoy... Going e5 here. I enjoy the position too much. And instead of just trying to back up the points, I try to play perfectly. That's why you might notice, like even now, in an opening that I don't really know, I'll play quicker. Because I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't have to remember anything. And there's nothing to appreciate for me. So there's f4. This is what he wants. I think I'm going to take that. And also, like, I know that I was winning. Like, if it was a tournament game, I would have won that. So the internet points I don't mind so much. It was like a moral victory for me. My dark squared bishop sucks. I could try to go here. Trying to read chat. I'm going to minimize chat. How do I get this knight here? That's taking way too long, though. I can go 1, 2, 3. I can also go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I think this is going to be my plan. Is it the right plan? Probably not. But that's my plan. Then I can take the bishop and then put this on d4. It's going to be a long journey. If he goes knight d5, I haven't decided. Yeah, I could take and then bring this in. But the problem is he can then take here later. And I don't really want that. Yeah, so I might just go knight c e6 here. And then just maintain the position. Is f5 a thing? Can I break here? This might be slow. But don't want to get too far behind the clock. Yeah, possibly there's f5 ideas. Okay, so white has a bishop pair, but he also has, okay, he wants to trade off his bad bishop. Do I have f5 here? No. Okay, b5, I guess. Then he can take? No, that's not a problem. Yeah, I can go b5. Maybe knight f3. No, that doesn't do anything. Oh, it does. Yeah, because he's threatening to take. Yeah, so he should play knight f3. He doesn't. Could grab space here. Yeah, the problem for me is knight f3. What if I put a knight back? Or should, okay, then I can challenge his bishop. Or should I wait for him to come here? Okay, I'm gonna push for now. And then knight f3, I don't know. I might go to c6. I don't know why he's waiting for knight f3. To me... Okay. Well, we have to take this a knight. I don't want this. That's going to be too hard to defend. And now we have a great bishop. So does he. His bishop's even better. Well, no, they're about the same. Yeah. So the bishops are fine. I think he should have played knight f3. But where does my knight go? Because I'm going to break on a4 and do shenanigans. He wants to double up. Okay, just play here. Okay. A3 is tempting, but I need to open things up. And then improve the bishop. Put it here. Oh, he might try for a three-way. I don't think that works. Because f6 and then double up in the a file could be a plan. I don't know why he doesn't want to bring his knight into the game. There he goes. I can hit b3, easily parry, but then I get to double up. This is a tempo move. Oh, he wants this? I don't mind that. Okay, tempo move. And then maybe f6. f6, g4. And g5. Okay, good. Yeah, we got him distracted over there. So let's double up. Yeah, f6, g4. I don't know about this. I think I can take and then just f6. Or I could just play f6 first, but I don't want my queen. This is awkward for my queen. Yeah, so take f6, bishop h5 or something, or he comes back. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but okay. And then I'm going to go f6. Okay, and I could go rook a1 here. Could almost sack here. That almost works. He can trade queens though. Sometimes there's tactics to here. If this pawn was on b2, I could do it in some cases. Okay, just, yeah. Do I want this? Okay, we're going to go here. The other idea was queen a8. I think it's pretty equal here. It's just who blunders first. Probably me. King h2 and queen c2 or queen a2. Oh, I can almost go here if he's not careful. Yeah, how about we do this and then queen a... Okay, let's go here. Okay, so queen a7 and this, you know, rook c3 can be problematic for him. I'm kind of worried about him attacking. Yeah, I'm just going to go here. Okay, so is this a problem? Shouldn't be. Is this a problem? d4. How did I miss that? Okay, at least it's opposite colored bishop. So, but everything's falling now, eh? Yeah, that was a big blunder. Oh man, I just completely overlooked that. I suck. Yeah, that was a blunder and a half. How did I miss that? Oh. Yeah, just queen a7 was a blunder. Ah, too bad. Well, I'm screwed now because my queen can't move. He can just make incremental progress. I could try for this, and then I'm threatening here, but even that's not worth it. Although it could be. I do have a bishop. I could try for that. I could try for it. Bing, bang, boom. Oh, he's got rook d2. But then here, he is on my rook. But then I have check. But then he just goes g3. But then I've got here. Okay, this is risky, but I have some play, as we just saw in those lines. And I'm down a pawn, so this might be too much. I might be overcompensating for dropping a pawn there. Because I'm all in instead of just trying to hold the fort. But as I just showed, there are some tricky lines there. Because our bishop can be dangerous. It has potential. And our rook is just, a step away from entering in. Now, I forgot what I was planning here. Oh yeah, I was going to go here. Okay. That's a problem, kind of, but I've got this check. Yeah, this looks good. This is what I'm saying. This is dangerous for him. Look at all this stuff going on. Okay, but he is on my rook, so if I can't just take the rook. I'm down a million pawns. But my bishop is here. But that's probably not going to work. So I might have to go rook a1. Yeah, check. Yeah, I don't know if he moves the king. But yeah, takes. Yeah, I don't think that's enough. I think, yeah, so maybe rook a1. He can run. Then g5. Okay, I'm doing it this way. Yeah, I don't know. Tough choice there, Tough choice. But I think had I gone the check, he just... I think he would have just brought the king back. Okay, anyways. That's over with. I can attack the queen. So I have check. Do I have anything here? Okay, let's go here. Okay, he has an X-ray. He's got X-ray. But opposite colored bishops. Opposite colored bishops. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Okay. There we go. There should draw, but I'm going to flag. This is not an easy draw. And it might not even be a draw, but this is not an easy. And I'll definitely flag. I don't know what that was. There we go. Pre-move the rest. He's going to play 50 moves. I'll block him. I'm going to offer a draw on my next move. So I offer a draw here. If he doesn't accept it, I'm 100% blocking him. What a loser. And I don't even have... Do I have time to minimize chat? I mean, I'll block him. I won't play him anymore. Okay, I'm going to open up chat so I have something to read. Somebody entertain me. Yeah. There. Okay, blocking. It's a new account, too. Someone does that. Okay. Refused draw in opposite colored bishop. And make sure, did I block him? Yeah, I blocked him. Yeah, what a loser. Yeah, new account too. Big surprise. 2 months old account. So he might have cheated too. I'll say it. If you're going to do that stupid ending and it's a new account, I don't think he cheated, but you never know when someone plays that out and it's a new account. Okay. So anyways, pretty frustrating to have an idiot do that. I offered him a draw too. That's what makes me extra angry. Probably a kid. I mean, can you imagine an adult doing that? Can you imagine? Hopefully it's a kid. Okay, so let's take a look at that again. Yeah, so I whipped out the opening because he played this boring c4 stuff. So I tend to play e5 against this. I know this creates the most rigid, boring structure, but white started it. And so it's like, you want to play boring? Okay, I'll play boring too. And we're going to play boring together. And I'm sure I made a lot of mistakes here. But I played quickly. I didn't take the bishop because that's a bad bishop for him. And then I can't do anything. I can't go to d4. I want him to take me so I can put another knight here. And I don't think he should have really allowed. I think he should have played knight f3 earlier and pressed a little bit on the king side. I don't know why he took so long to do that. I don't think he should have ever allowed me to do stuff on the a file here. And then I blundered a pawn. It was just silly when I played queen a7. Yeah, just straight up blundered a pawn. Now this was, I took a big chance with this, but it looked dangerous for him if he's not accurate. And then here, yeah, or was it here? Yeah, he had a big decision. I could have given a check and then taken. But after he takes on a3, I know I can take here, but I don't really have anything. I don't think I have anything there. And then these pawns are just going to promote. So, yeah, did this. And then I think this is his mistake. He let me trade everything here. And this should be a draw. Although, he made it way easier than it should have been. He needs to put his pawns in dark squares and then get his king up here and force me to defend. I think it's still a draw. Should be a draw still, but he could have burned my time. He could have burned my time by doing that. Put these on dark squares, bring your king up, fiddle faddle around, and it would have, and put these on dark squares, and yeah, he probably could have flagged me there. Instead, he just drops all of his pawns, and I was quick to trade them off. Yeah, and then just pre-move the rest. So let's take a look at that with the engine. Yeah, 2 months old account. What a loser. Ah. Okay. So I blundered somewhere in the middle. That was probably, it might have been when I played like that. Oh, no, it's probably when I dropped the pawn. Yeah. Okay, so this was actually all fine. I'll just go through. I missed something here. Knight g5, rook a2. So what's the idea here? So he has to take. Wow. He can't take because he's still going to have g5 issues. So queen c1. And then king takes. And then rook a2. What have we achieved here? Not much. But we're the one, we've gained initiative. We gained initiative here. Okay. But yeah, I probably was not going to ever see rook a2. Well, if I had more time, maybe. But and then I blunder. I think this is just when I dropped a pawn here. Yeah. So there wasn't too much to learn from that. Gonna play another one. I'm gonna play this one really quick. Well, I can't really say that was the bird. Maybe I should I be playing e4? Okay. Now, I think you just play anything because it's like black just gives us back kind of the advantage. Or is he just going to, okay, symmetry. Okay, so d4, I guess he can play d5, e3, e6, but then I can go c4 first, right? I could also try c4 first. And then if d5, yeah, what am I doing if d5? Takes. Okay, I'm going to try c4 though. Yeah, c4. It was either c4 or d4. Okay, so I'm getting the center. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take the center though. He doesn't go bishop b7. Okay, knight c3, and then like e3. I don't know how to take advantage of this. Okay, let's go knight c3, bishop b7, and queen d3, threatening e4. Does that work? All right, takes, doesn't work, eh? D5. No, I should probably just play e3 at this point. Okay, e3. If knight e4. Yeah, I don't love that because I don't want him taking on c3. Yeah, that. Ah, oh, he's playing this well. Interesting. He's outbirding me. I should not have allowed this. I should not have allowed this. Okay. Knight e4, queen d3, probably. I should not have allowed bishop b4. He played a really interesting system. He's playing the Dutch against my bird. That's kind of funny. This is like the two wizards with their like fireball. You got the ice and the fire on one end. The Dutch against the bird. Wow. Okay, but I think he's misplaying this a little bit now. Maybe not. So I could take, he gets rid of kind of a useless pawn. But I am trading off, I'm going to do this. I'm trading off a central pawn. Knight e5 is now, can stay there forever. Okay, he's threatening to take on c3. So I could go queen c2, queen d3. I could go bishop d2. I could obviously take, but that strengthens his bishop. But then I can go bishop f3. Okay, I'm going to take, I don't know if this is right, but I've got bishop f3. So where do we want the knight? Probably e5, otherwise he just plays h3. And then I have bishop f3. Okay, so knight d7 or knight c6. I might just trade it off. Would it benefit me to have double pawns here? No, I like my structure. Okay, and then I'm going to go bishop f3. And could take with the rook. Oh, I'm left with a bad bishop, I just realized. Okay. So he puts it back, maybe here. No, probably puts it to e7. Bishop e7. So I have to take with the rook. Could maybe take with the g pawn, but no, let's not get silly. Let's not get too silly. It's kind of, he did that just in case I dropped a piece. I think that's the only reason he did that. So I've got rook d1. I think that has to be played. So rook d1. And how do I want to do this? If I take with the queen, he can move his queen somewhere. And that's a little bit awkward for me. In fact, that drops a piece. It drops my rook. He might have to go if he stayed. If he went to queen c6, I can't go to a4. So I have to take with the pawn. And I don't like that. So he created a weakness here. Oh, god damn it, he's fast. He only spent a minute and a half. Okay, so Jeremy Stillman. I think the best is at one queen. So I should try to avoid trades here, having the Isolani. But yeah, he's preparing to double up on my D pawn. I could avoid, sorry, queen trades are probably good. Except this drops a pawn. King f2, I could play queen e2. King f2 maybe. King f2, rook d5. That should be okay. Yeah, hopefully I'm not overthinking this. Rook d5, queen e2. And then I'm threatening this. Okay. Okay. Rook e3. Rook e3, he can take. So queen e... Oh, whoops, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like this. I might have to go rook d3, and I don't want to play rook d3. Ugh, that's ugly. This guy is quick. This guy's quick. Rook c2. Takes. I can go check. Hopefully I'm not missing anything here. Takes on d4, I have check. Yeah, I could defend it laterally, but I'm just going to repeat for the sake of time. He's just so quick. So my queen can now move. I don't want to commit those. Okay, let's go here. I wonder if he trades a queen. No, does it work? No, it doesn't work. Yeah, so rook c8. Queen. Yeah. Oh, queen. I could offer a trade. I don't want to be trading rooks though. I don't want to trade rooks because of Jeremy Stillman. H6, you might try something here. He's so fast. I'm so slow. I tend to overthink. here. We just come back. And then here. Here? Yeah. Queen C straight. Here's my move. Here? Yeah. Well, wait. He can take. Okay, can't do that. Check, king G1. Could go here. I could take it with a king. Take it with a king. Oh my God. Urgh. When I get low on the clock, I panic. I built that whole thing up to play e6. Oh my God. That was game over. It would have felt good too, because this guy is playing for a win here. And he's going to win too. He will flag me. He will flag me. Taking some chances here. I didn't want to trade off. I don't know why I'm ultimately trading off material when I didn't want to. I'm essentially panicking. When I get low on the clock, I can't help but panic. I just dropped a pawn. Dropped again. I'm just panicking here. Yeah, it's always the clock. Okay, I'm going to leave it there today, I think. It's always the clock, though, eh? It's always the clock. Okay, anyways, that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. See you next time.